I'm in the farmers market in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and today I'm shopping on the Jamaican minimum wage budget. That's the minimum of all the minimums. Now I'm going to see if I can buy a week's supply of groceries with only $7,000. Hi, it's Yasmin Abdallahad from the Jamaican Experience with Yaz, where I bring you a Jamaican experience that transcends sand, sea, and sensimilla. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new here, welcome. This channel is about all things Jamaican. So if you like the video, leave us a thumbs up and subscribe for more great content like this. And you can follow me on Instagram at Yazzle. So this week, I'm going to try to pull off something that is not impossible because so many people are already doing it. I'd like to try and step into the shoe of a single mom living here in Jamaica on minimum wage, a single mom of 2 children. Now, obviously, I cannot imagine what that is like. This video is not intended at all to seem as if I'm glorifying a single mom on minimum wage budget or something like that. Because I'm a female and a mother, I decided that I'd like to try and see what it would be like if I were a single mom of 2 kids. What kind of things would I be able to buy with 1 week's salary? The minimum of all the minimums, $7,000, $50 US for 1 week. Would that be able to feed my 2 children? Would I have to make it work? How far can it stretch? What can I really buy? What can I do with $7,000? So if you are interested in seeing if I was able to pull this off, then stick around for more. So the first thing I thought, here it is that I have $7,000. Where do I go first, right? So I thought, let's do the farmer's market. Because of course, things are cheaper there. And of course, it's always better to shop in the farmer's market in terms of your fruits and vegetables. Well, let's not say always, but generally, because they're fresh, coming straight from the farm, right? So it's better. Now, I went to the farmer's market. Immediately as I pulled up and I came out of the car, I heard this guy shouting, $100 for everything on the cart, $100 for everything on the cart. So I was like, yes, today is my day, you know, because of course you gotta get them deals. So this guy, he was talking on a mic saying everything for $100 on his cart. So when I heard that actually there was a lady across the road, she was trying to call me to tell me that, you know, to come and buy from her. Nice lady, come and buy from me. But I was thinking, if this guy have everything on his cart for $100, why don't I go to this guy first? Which is what I did. But he only had garlic, Irish potatoes, and onions. So of course I'm thinking, whoa, let's just buy a whole lot. But then I'm thinking, oh no, this week I'm shopping on a budget, $7,000. So I bought 1 pound of onions, 1 pound of Irish potatoes. And did I buy anything else from him? No, because he had garlic, and I was thinking, you know, generally we'll buy the whole thing of garlic anyway. So I know that single mom have garlic left. So we're not buying the garlic this week because we needed other things. Then I got some carrots from the vendor next door, next to that one for $200. And I thought, you know, carrots, great price. But some people are saying that $200 per pound for carrots is a lot. What do you think? Is it a lot? I don't know. The truth is, recently, over the last few years, I've been buying my vegetables in the supermarket. I know it's better to go to the farmer's market, but honestly, what you have to go through, what I have to go through in the farmer's market here in Montego Bay is exhausting. So because of that, I tend to just go to the supermarket, pick it up because I'm on a busy schedule. And while I was there buying my potatoes and onions and stuff, this old lady walks up with some scallion and thyme. You know, they always tie it together in the market. If you're familiar with the market, you know that's how it runs. And so she comes up with the scallion and thyme. She said $100. So I was like, this little bit is for $100, because you know me just I get 1 pound of Irish potatoes and 1 pound of onions for $100. So me I say $100 can go far, man. So how she giving me this little bit for $100? Anyways, you know, it's an old lady, so I said, all right, let me get it. And that's one thing to look out for in the market. There are going to be these old ladies that are going to just warm up your heart, or these women that you just know that they have kids to provide for and them work hard, and some of them are wicked, you know, the prices, like they will overdo it with the prices. I know they have family to provide for, but they kind of have to use their conscience. So this is something that we also have to look out for in the market. I got some beets. According to my friend that was there with me, she says beets is not a necessity. But I was like, you know, you buy carrots, you need a little beet root to nice up the carrot juice, right? Come on. Even when you're on a minimum wage budget, you still need to eat healthy. How are you going to keep strong to go back to work and feed them kids so they can go to school and learn? So I got a little beet, 1 pound for $180. I moved across the road to the lady that was calling me initially, her, over here, and I got some tomatoes and stuff like that. The tomatoes though were surprisingly really expensive. They were like $250. $250, that's a lot, you know, but I needed the tomatoes, lots of vitamin C and all the other things that tomatoes have. What I did though was to tell her, listen, lady, I don't want it to spoil, so just give me them turn, because let me tell you something. You see, in the market, they will give you their most spoiled vegetables. If you turn your back for 1 second, they will give you the ones that are most ripe. And it is when you get home that you realize what you've gotten. And by that point, no, you can't take it back. Then I went over to this guy across the road, and this guy was funny because he was like, are you filming for YouTube? I was like, yes. He's like, make sure you get me another video, you know, make sure you get me another video. So I was like, I don't know if you're gonna make the cut. Then he's like, I want to be in the video. Anyways, I bought Irish sweet potatoes from him for $130. I thought that was a lot. I don't know if it's because I'm on a budget, but me just thinks that $130 for sweet potatoes per pound is a lot. And then it started to rain quite a bit. So we went back in the car, and then I just drove up at one of those stalls in the market and bought some other things. I bought some bananas, surprisingly really expensive. I think about $200 I spent for that, and it's just a few fingers were on the hand. I got some other stuff, some fruits, some watermelon, and what else did I get? Papaya. I got some red peas, because you know rice and peas have to cook. Minimum wage budget or not, rice and peas have to run, right? All in all, still, I think I did well. I came out of the market spending only $2,160. That's about, I don't know, $12 US, perhaps, maybe less. However, you know, there were other things that I wanted. There were other things that I felt like a household needs, especially with children. You need to feed the kids right. I didn't get everything, but I think as far as the budget goes, I got a variety of things for $2,160, which is about maybe $12 US, maybe less. I then went on to the supermarket. Now, this one could be controversial. I went to Progressive. This is where I always shop. But honestly, I think Progressive has great prices. So I didn't think I needed to search out wholesale. I think the price in Progressive is pretty good, you know. So I took the chance. Now, I got some eggs and oatmeal. I wanted to get milk, but apparently I can't get milk on a budget. Instead, I got a condensed milk. Can't get no cereal. I got Lasco. I was told, said, you know, the replacement for milk really is Lasco. So I was able to get one Lasco, which is about $80-something. I got some processed cheese. You know that orange cheese that goes well with bun and cheese? Now here's the thing, for processed cheese, it's hella expensive. I paid $302 for processed cheese, and it was, you know, when they pack it, they section them off and put it in a container. So that's what I bought, and listen, it was a really small amount. I don't even remember the weight now. For $302. So I'm thinking, boy, how people for survive out here, you know, in these streets. What else did I get? I got chicken. No, don't bash me for this, but my friend says you don't buy chicken in the supermarket when you're on a budget. Where do you buy it? She says you go to the wholesale. So I said, all right. But at this point, I really couldn't make it back to the wholesale. So I just went ahead and bought some mixed parts in the supermarket for about $1,000, $1,000+. And I bought some mackerel and, listen, corned beef. I couldn't believe how expensive corned beef was. I had to cut my eyes past it. I was like, this can't fit into my budget. You know, you have to buy flour and rice and sugar and those things. So how are you gonna buy corned beef? So I had to skip past the corned beef. I couldn't buy no tuna. Mac and cheese, I had to pick up a brand that I've never seen before. I mean, I ain't never seen it before because I never noticed that brand. I literally only noticed it because I was shopping. I was scrutinizing the prices. Basically, this experiment has caused me to notice brands that I didn't see before because I bypass what I like for what I need to get for my budget. So my total at the supermarket after buying, you know, a few necessities really came to $4,810. $4,810. So you want to know what my total is? Did I do it or not? I actually pulled it off. So when I added it up, it was, and finish and everything, it was $6,970. Talk to me nice. You know, I did a very good job with that. I was so surprised. I couldn't believe that I actually pulled it off. But you know, this, as I said before, is really to highlight the realities of life for people on a minimum wage budget. Because here it is that I went to the market, I went to the supermarket. That's just food. That's one basic necessity. What about electricity? What about water? What about, don't even talk about internet, because on that budget, you can't even pay for internet, right? So all these kids who are out of school right now, if they're living in in this type of setting, they're probably not able to get access to what they need, right? Because they don't have any internet connection. And these are things that a lot of us take for granted. We think are basic things. So I'm excited I pulled off the challenge, but it really makes you take a moment, step back and really look at your life and say, whoa, blessings. Just, you know, you just feel so blessed looking at the situation, because honestly, I don't know how I could survive on that with 2 children. Probably if it's me one, I could rough it out. I don't know, maybe. But with children, I honestly don't know how I could do something like this. And one thing I wanted to say for companies, you know yourselves, because I know some who know that they can afford to pay their staff more than that minimum wage. Come on, do better. Because, you know, there are some small businesses who really and truly, they can't afford to pay much more than that. You know, it's rough. It's rough out there. Especially if you're Jamaican trying to do business in Jamaica, it's rough. It's rough out here. And worst in the time of COVID. But there are some businesses that can afford to pay more. And they're living their best life all the time. They're making a lot of money, but they still think it necessary to cut corners when it comes on to paying their staff. And they would rather have that staff turnover and training new staff every month rather than compensating their staff well and investing in their staff. Come on, if you can do better, do better. I want to also say hats off to all of you super moms. You know, hats off to all of those single mom out there who are just doing their thing. You deserve more credit than you get. So if you like the video and you want to see more content like this, type yes in the comments below. Also, if you like the video, leave us a thumbs up, share and subscribe for more great content like this. We upload videos every week, so hit that notification bell and you'll never miss a video when we upload. Thank you for watching, and remember, Jamaica is not just a place, it's an experience.